Okay, so I've got Sebastian. Sebastian owns a restaurant, and it's in Hamilton. And he bought a 66-gallon drum of mustard from Costco. And you know what? This could happen because Costco does import from the States quite a bit. And so it's quite possible that he could be buying something that's labeled in imperial measurement. So he's getting a 66-gallon drum of mustard. Now that's a heck of a lot of mustard. He needs to fill little tiny pint-sized bottles of the mustard for the tables, right, in his restaurant. So he's not going to put the big drum in the middle of the restaurant and people go up and slop it out, right? He's going to put it in smaller little jars so that they have it at their tables. So the question is, how many bottles can we fill with this? Well, go back to your conversion table, and I'm going to give you the conversion table, okay? I will give it to you, but I'm going to tell you now, I want you to know the important ones. I want you to know feet to inches. I want you to know yard to feet. I want you to know pounds to ounces, and I want you to know gallons to quarts. That's important. 1 cup to 8 fluid ounces as well. So those highlighted ones, I'd like you to memorize and have at your fingertips. So, looking here, I need to go gallons to pints. So, gallons, gallons, gallons. First of all, it's volume. And 1 gallon is 4 quarts. And 1 gallon is 8 pints. So I've got 66 gallons. Each one of those will fill 8 pints. So I'm thinking I've got enough mustard to go for a while here. 528 bottles of mustard on the wall. 528 bottles of mustard on the wall. 528 bottles of mustard. Is that how that song goes? No? Pass it around. Then you've got 527 bottles of mustard on the... No, Jalen's saying no. He's saying just leave this alone. Let's move on. All right. All right, all right, all right. Example 4. Calculate the cost to carpet the floor shown over here. Okay, so I got some floor here. I got 21 feet here. I got 15 feet here. The carpet is going to cost $25 per square yard. What that means is 1 yard this way, 1 yard this way is a square yard. That's what they actually mean. It's a square where the measurement is 1 yard. In other words, 3 feet. So it's a 3 by 3 foot area. How big is that? That's 9 feet. So it's $25 to cover 9 foot area. So, note a square yard, the units are given by YD for yard squared. Just like we do centimeters squared, that one would be yard squared. And feet squared. Okay, so it's the same thing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to convert the measurement from feet to yards. Why? Because it's giving me a price per yard, not per feet, right? So my dimensions are feet, but I need to change it to yards. So we're going to change 21 feet to yards. So how many feet are there in a yard? 3. So I've got 21 feet. I need to divide that by 3 to get 7 yards. That means that this length here is 7 yards. This length is 15. So it's 15 feet divided by 3 is 5 yards. So this is going to be 5 yards. So the new area with the new units is going to be 5 times 7 is 35 yards squared. You need to change the units before you multiply. If you multiply them first, then try to change the units, it's more complicated. Find the cost. Well, it's 35 yards at a cost of $25 per yard. We're looking at $875 to carpet that room. Now, it is a lot of money. That's a pretty big room, though. 21 feet by 15 feet, that's a pretty darn big room. The average room in your house that you might want to carpet, a smaller room, might be about 12 by 12 feet. Okay? But you can go home and sort of look at some of your areas and figure it out. But yeah, carpeting's expensive. Real expensive. Okay, so you've got some homework. This is out of your textbook. You're going to do pages 9 to 11, numbers 1 to 6, 11 and 12. And then we're going to be back shortly with converting imperial measurement to metric. And that's something that we have to do quite a bit.